Every time a husband came home from work, the wife would always run up and hug him and say how much she loved him and cooked him his favorite meals. However, the wife didn't think her husband felt the same way about her and thought he was no longer happy being around her. She felt that his words, "I love you," to her were empty and didn't sound as sincere as in the past. She would always tell her sister, "I feel like he's lying every time he says I love you, and he doesn't say romantic things to me anymore." Her sister would always remind her to look at the things he had built and bought for her over the years, and the sacrifices he made to work 2 jobs just to afford the cars they drove and a home they lived in. However, the wife always said, "But words matter. They paint the emotions actions can't always reach." One day, a fire broke out at an art museum near where the husband was working. The art museum was a business owned by the wife, and it contained her most valuable, prized paintings. Upon hearing the news, the husband quickly ran inside the museum. His only thought was to save his wife's art gallery. After nearly 10 minutes, the wife arrived at the scene. She saw her husband's car and asked an employee if her husband was in the museum. When the employee nodded, the wife, with fear in her eyes, tried to run into the museum, but the fire left no path to get in. She felt hopeless, fearing that her husband couldn't make it. However, a shadowy figure emerged from the fire. It was her husband, carrying his wife's paintings that were dear to her heart. He stumbled to the ground in front of his wife. "Babe, I've saved your paintings." With tears, his wife told him, "You could have died. You didn't have to do it. You are more important to me than those paintings." Her husband spoke with the highest depth of emotion she had ever seen before. "These aren't just paintings. They are a part of you, a reflection of your soul, and your soul is the most precious thing in my life. Drop a heart if you believe true love is not measured by words, it's by our actions."